Hello and welcome to more Pokemon! On the last episode, we went on a luxury cruise and we got the secret technique Chop Down from the ship's captain. We used that to go and get, of course, our third gym badge, but today, we're gonna go back throughout the world and see where else we can use Chop Down, which means, let's go, Eevee! We're gonna go say hi to Mom! I don't know why I said that so cheesy, but yes, we have Chop Down now, so let's go see what we can do with that crud. So we're here in the gym, and we're gonna go ahead and leave. Now, some people were saying that Wanda following behind is a little bit creepy, so maybe for this episode, we're gonna go ahead and have Aya follow behind us. Let's go ahead and take them out of their Pokeball. Now, Wanda, unfortunately, did faint, so they're only level 19. I really wanted to get them to level 20 in the last episode, but that's okay. We'll get them an extra level or two here today. So let's go ahead and chop this down, and you can see at the top right, there's Misty. Now, Misty's gonna do something special for us, so let's go and talk to her. Or we'll just approach her and she'll talk to us. Oh, it's you again. Oh, wow! So you beat Lieutenant Surge? You must be pretty good. Glad to see you're really learning a thing or two. And your Pokemon must have tried their best. So thankfully, she will heal us up so we don't have to go to the Pokemon Center. Huh? Oh, me? I'm going swimming in the sea. There are times when you just want to break free from a puny little pool and swim in the big blue. Where are you headed next? Have you been to Diglett's cave? It's pretty close by. If you haven't been, I could show you the way. Want a guide? So right here, I'm actually going to say no. I do want to go to Diglett's cave, but I want to go there in just a minute. So let's say no for now. We can talk to her again, and she'll take us there in a minute, even though it's just a short walk. The reason I want to say no is because there's this special thing in this game. You know throughout the game how we've been finding hidden items? You know, Eevee wags their tail, we get to see where the item is, but we can't actually see it, we just have to find it kind of invisibly. Well, those items that are invisible, actually do come back over time. So for example, right here, a rare candy, a very good item, that is back, so we get to get it again. Now, for the most part, the items you find are not that special. I'm not going to go out of my way to collect every single item every single day, or anything like that, but we're kind of in the area. Rare candy's pretty good, and of course Wanda fell behind a little bit, so I'd like to get that rare candy to use on them. However, I do want to wait to use that rare candy, and here's why. Let's go and take a look at Wanda's summary here, and we can see at the bottom, they need 439 experience to level up. The way that rare candy works, it'll bring them to the next level, but that's it. So it's not going to bring them 60% into the next level like we kind of are right now. So ideally you would level up and then right after leveling up, use rare candy again to get the most benefit out of it. I mean, worst case scenario, you are like 1 experience away from leveling up. You use rare candy and it basically gives you 1 experience. Not a good use of rare candy. So anyways, let's talk to Misty here again and let's say yes this time. And she'll take us right over to Diglett's cave, even though it's just a short walk. We could have walked in like 10 seconds. But here we are. This is Diglett's cave. Diglett dug out this cave path all on their own. Okay, see ya. Be sure to meet lots of Pokemon. We'll do that, I guess. So before we fought the gym, we could go to Diglett's cave, but it was blocked off. We couldn't get to the other side. But thankfully, now that we've done the gym battle, we can actually go and do all that crud. So we've actually already caught a Diglett, and there's also Zubat in here, which we could catch, but we've already got one of those as well. But we could also find Diglett's evolved form, so we'll keep our eyes peeled for that one. Hopefully we can find it. I would actually very much like to catch that before we get out of here. But this area is very straightforward. We just kind of walk to the end. Not a whole lot to it. No items to really find or anything like that. So we'll just walk along and hopefully find that evolved form of Diglett. If we don't find it, I'll just walk around in circles until we see it. Was that it? Nope, that's just Diglett. Gosh dang it. So there's the exit. Diglett's cave is pretty quick. Let me see if I can find that Pokemon, though. Oh, there it is! Okay, so that took about 2 minutes to find. And here it is, the evolved form of Diglett. This one is Dugtrio. You can see it's got a red circle around it, so it's going to be pretty tough to catch. So we'll go ahead and use a Raspberry, and we'll get out the Great Balls as well. We've got 19 of those. Let's see if I can put them to good use. Just gotta wait for them to stop posing or whatever. Come on. And got the Excellent. There we go. Let's see if that's good enough. Raspberry, Great Ball, and Excellent is the best we can do right now. And first try, all right. They're actually normally pretty tough to catch. I'm really surprised to get that one first try. And there we go, we get a pretty good chunk of experience there. Wanda's up to level 20, so now that they leveled up, I will go ahead and use that rare candy. I want to learn Psywave. So Psywave I talked about in the last episode. It is a move that does damage based on the level of your Pokemon. It's not very good. I really don't recommend it, so I'm going to skip that one. But here we go, Dugtrio's data. They're of course just a ground Pokemon. A team of triplets that can burrow to a depth of 60 miles, which is about 96 kilometers. It's reported that this triggers an earthquake. I did some research, guys. Apparently the crust of the Earth is like 1/3 of that depth, and the deepest that humans have ever drilled is only like 12 kilometers. So this guy goes like 8 times deeper than humans have ever drilled on his own, and I'm pretty sure temperatures are like over 1,000 degrees at that point. So basically Dugtrio is actually ridiculous. And are you kidding me? Another Dugtrio pops up right after that one. Well, we are done here. Oh, let me go use that rare candy before I forget. So rare candy is going to be, of course, in the candy jar. I've got so many candies, but let's go use this one on Wanda. Get them up to level 21. There we go. So they're starting to catch up, at least catching up to Aya. Still a bit behind Freya. And let's go up this ladder and go to the other side and see where this takes us. Got an old guy. I've heard that there's a tunnel even darker inside than this one somewhere out there, which we might see sometime soon, maybe. So we go out, and we're actually going to pop up in Route 2. So right over here, that's actually just north of Viridian Forest, so Pewter City is right up there, and we could chop down this tree to go to Pewter City, which I will do, but first I want to go back here and grab a hidden item. I guess technically it's out in the open, but we got 3 Great Balls, which is great, because I only used 1 on the Dugtrio, so we're actually over 20 Great Balls now, which is pretty nice. But let's go back over here, chop this guy down, and there's really only a couple things we can do here, but I definitely think it's worth doing all this backtracking just to get it out of the way. And there's a couple of good things along the way as well. So we're going to go back up here. The first thing I want to do is go over and talk to that Slowpoke lady, because we can actually look after Slowpoke again, have a nice relaxing time, and get another reward. So let's go keep an eye on Slowpoke here. Boy, this is a great time. Slowpoke seems very good at doing nothing. Yeah, I feel like she could just leave him here and do nothing and he would just stay. But we spent a relaxing time with Slowpoke. We feel rejuvenated. And for that, we get a big pearl, so we could sell that for some Pokedollars. Not a big deal, but we're in the area, so I figure we'll go ahead and do it. I would not have come all the way back just for that, but I would come back for this. Let's go grab a berry. No, I'm not here for the berry either, but it's here, so we might as well grab it. Get another raspberry, okay. So what I'm actually here for, you can see right at the top of the screen, there's another chop down tree. So let's go over there and, well, chop it down, because we can go into the museum from a different entrance. I don't think we're supposed to go in the staff door back here, but hey, I mean, if they're only barricades, a little twig, a little tiny tree, I'm just going to chop that crud down. So let's go talk to these guys. The secrets of space, the mysteries of Earth. There are so many things about which we know so little, but that should spur us to study harder, not throw in the towel. Okay. We have 2 fossils of rare prehistoric Pokemon on exhibit. Sounds good. I mean, we've already looked at the exhibits. You can't sneak in the back way. Nice try, kid, but no. Oh, whatever. Do you know what amber is? No. Amber is actually sap, that gooey stuff that oozes from trees. The ancient sap fossilized over time to become rock-hard amber. What if I say yes? There's a lab somewhere trying to resurrect creatures from amber which contains the genetic material of ancient creatures. Sounds like some Jurassic Park crud. Well, if we go over here and talk to this guy... Shh, listen, I need to share a secret with someone. I think that this chunk of amber contains Pokemon DNA! Oh yeah, I guess she's just capitalizing the acronym. It would be a shattering scientific breakthrough if Pokemon could be resurrected from it, but my colleagues just ignore what I have to say. So I have a favor to ask. I want you to get this examined at a Pokemon lab somewhere. And we get an old Amber, and no, this is not someone's grandma named Amber. It is the chunk of, I guess, fossilized sap from right there. So there we go. If we ever find a lab, we can get our fossil that we found in Mount Moon. We can get that uncovered, and we can also get this old Amber uncovered. So that is it for Pewter City. Now I want to go back south and, well, continue down towards the starting area, Pallet Town. Oh, gosh dang it. I guess I could say, oh, rats. I'm not a comedian, guys. Okay, so we're going to chop down this tree right here. And once we go down, there is something that's going to pop up this building. I don't want to go inside just yet. Psycho, remember me? I'm one of Professor Oak's assistants. I'm so glad I ran into you. Why don't I show you a neat trick? Actually, no, it's a little bright, or too bright out here. Inside, I'll be waiting inside to show you whenever you're ready, Psycho. So he's going to go back inside, and he will show us something cool, but I want to wait for that. For now, let's go chop down this tree and continue our trek towards Pallet Town. Gosh dang it, just destroy the trees more quickly. So we go down, and one thing we're going to find... Oh, another building. There's an item we're going to find. I guess it's on the other side. So let's go talk to her. CP stands for Combat Power. Whoa, Combat. I guess Combat's pretty cool. People who can use secret techniques are so cool, aren't they? Can you use them? Well, we do have one secret technique. In fact, if we go to play with Freya, there's that other menu option that was kind of a question mark for a long time. But down here, now it is the secret techniques, and you can see we have Chop Down, which we can't actually use right here, but there's 4 more secret techniques that we have yet to get. So we'll just have to see if we can find them. We'll be getting all of them throughout the playthrough, so no worries there. But let's go down even further and grab that item that I was thinking about. There it is! So here we get a Leaf Stone. We can use this kind of like a Moonstone to make certain Pokemon evolve. And we actually do have one Pokemon we could use that on, which is going to be Weepinbell. So let's go ahead and evolve Jordan here. Let's move them. Actually, let's add them to the party. I guess in place of Hurdle. I'm not sure if we can use the stone if they're just in the box. I don't think we can. So let's go to the power-up pocket, use the Leaf Stone. Yeah, they have to be in the party. So let's go use it on Jordan and get our next evolution. What? Jordan is evolving? And kabam! They turn into Victory Bell. Look at this Crutter. Congratulations! So that is the fully evolved form of a Bellsprout. I'm not going to be using it, but it's pretty gosh dang cool. Victory Bell's data will be added. Of course, it's a grass and poison type. Lures prey with the sweet aroma of honey. Swallowed whole, the prey is dissolved in a day, bones and all. That is just terrifying. Oh gosh, we're just gonna get them right out of our party here. Okay, with that monstrosity removed from our party, it is time to move on and grab another item. This one's just a super potion. Unfortunately, we cannot evolve any Pokemon with a super potion, but we can go down here. Wait, just double checking, make sure we got everything. Okay, we're good. So let's go down here and chop this tree. And now we're on the south side of Viridian Forest. So now we're pretty much right next to Viridian City. So we can very easily just walk down and go back to Pallet Town. I'll just meet you guys there because it's just a straight path. Well, that's the facepalm moment. I actually forgot there's a couple things I want to get along the way. First off, we can chop down this tree. I got this potion way long ago, but just like the rare candy, because it's an invisible item, it will come back, so we can get this potion again. But there's also something important in Viridian City. I can't believe I forgot about this because we've been wanting to get this for a long time. But you remember this guy over here, just kind of chilling? We can't get to him. Well, now we could chop down that tree at the top, and we could go talk to him, and it's actually a good idea to do so. You'll see why. So let's go ahead and use Chop Down once again. There we go. And let's go talk to Pink Shirt Guy here. What? I must have dozed off in the sun. I had this weird dream. A lost spirit became a flame and was floating around. Huh? Seems I picked up this TM without realizing it. Eek, that's creepy. I'd better give it to you. And here we get TM11, Will-O-Wisp. Unfortunately, none of our Pokemon can actually learn Will-O-Wisp, but you know how Poison Powder does poison, or Sleep Powder does sleep, or Thunder Wave does paralyze? Will-O-Wisp is kind of the same, but it does burn, so that's what that does. But let's go to Pallet Town for real now. Back at home. And the first thing I want to do, of course, is go and talk to Mom. It's been a long time since we've said hi to our mom. She probably misses us. It looks like you're having fun on your journey with your Pokemon, Psycho. That's all she has to say to us. We haven't talked to her in like 4 months, and she just says that. Okay. Well, let's get out of here, and let's go to Professor Oak's lab next, because Professor Oak can look at your Pokedex and see how you're doing with all your catches, and considering I spent a long time in Mount Moon evolving Pokemon, I've caught quite a few Pokemon. So let's see what he has to say about that. Good to see you, and how is your Pokedex coming along? Here, let me take a look. Your current progress on your Pokedex is 78 Pokemon seen and 58 Pokemon caught. And Professor Oak's judgment is... you finally topped 50 species! I've given one of my assistants a wonderful item. He's waiting at the gate on Route 15, so be sure to get it from him. The problem, if we go and take a look at our town map, is that Route 15 is way the crud over here, so it's going to be a good while before we actually get that, but... just keep that in mind, eventually we'll get something special on Route 15. Alright, and before we leave Pallet Town, there's one more thing I want to do. I actually want to go and talk to Yarg's sister, and there's definitely a very good reason for this. So, you know how throughout the game I've kind of mentioned happiness or friendship, and how a Pokemon will sometimes avoid damage in battle, or they'll remove a status effect, something like that? Well, that's actually because there's a hidden stat behind the scenes, and it goes between 0 and 255. Now, normally we cannot see what that stat is, but we can get a rough idea of what it is by talking to Yarg's sister. So, if we talk to Yarg's sister, she'll say, "Hey Psycho, would you like to know how much your Pokemon like you?" We can say yes, and then we can show them a Pokemon. So, for example, let's show them Freya. In that case, let me see how Freya is doing. She'll take a second. And I guess in this case she'll pop up a heart. Freya really, really, really loves you. I can tell you really trust each other. So, there's 7 different things she can say, and based on what she says, it'll tell you roughly what your happiness is. So if she says maybe it gets KO'd a lot in battles, that means you have 0 happiness, the absolute worst. The next one is, oh, I guess you just met, huh? Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you become fast friends. If she says that, it means you have between 1 and 49 happiness. Next, she could say, seems like it's starting to like you. I'm excited to see how you two grow. If she says that, you have between 50 and 99 happiness. Next, you're really starting to get friendly. I'm sure you'll be best friends in no time. That means you have between 100 and 149 happiness. It seems like your Pokemon really likes being with you. That means between 150 and 199. I can tell your Pokemon really likes you. It's saying it wants to always be with you. That means you have between 200 and 249. And then what we just got with Freya, your Pokemon really loves you. I can tell you really trust each other. That means you have 250 or higher. So basically maxed out. Now what's important with this game is based on your happiness. Of course, you've seen they can avoid damage and heal stuff, but more importantly, they can also get a stat boost. So I'll just throw up some numbers here. Based on the number you have, you can actually get a stat boost as high as 10% extra stats if you get maximum happiness. So it's pretty important. So the question is, how the crud do you actually raise happiness? And the answer is, there's not a clear-cut way, but the general consensus is having the Pokemon out, following behind you, talking with them, giving them healing items, leveling them up, stuff like that seems to be the way to go. And also, if they get KO'd in battle, it'll probably drop it, so you want to avoid having them get KO'd. Oh, I guess we got a berry right here. Hooray, another raspberry. So now I'm gonna go back to that building where that guy said he would show me a cool trick. Let's go do it. Okay, here's the building. Let's go inside, and let's go talk to him. Hey, mister. So you came, then let's get down to brass tacks. I've got something good to show you. Believe it or not, I have mastered the secret technique, light up. Now let me turn off the lights and... There, nice and dark. Now if you calm your heart and breathe deeply, you will be able to sense your surroundings no matter how dark it is. Whoa! And there you go. See, it seems bright even with the lights off. My keen focus spreads to those around me, you see. Here, I can teach you how to do it too. Huh? It seems Eevee wants to learn it instead, Psycho. What? And you say it already knows the secret technique chop down? I see. Professor Oak had mentioned it, but it really does seem that your Eevee is special. Fascinating. Let me try to teach it. Oh, kind of skipped past that last part. Now, Eevee, follow what I do. Calm your heart, breathe deeply, and sense your surroundings. Bruh. Good job, Eevee. Freya learned the secret technique, light up. There we go, dude. Your Eevee, it really is quite wonderful. Now, use sacred techniques to your heart's content. Since they're not moves, you can use them even if your Pokemon doesn't have the energy to battle. Now, one interesting little artifact from previous Pokemon games is that if we go to our secret techniques page, you can see Chop Down is at the top and Light Up is at the very bottom, rather than being in the second spot, even though it's the second one you can get. The reason for that is in the original games, these were called hidden machines, HMs. And Chop Down, which was called Cut at the time, was HM1, and Light Up, which was called Flash at the time, was HM5. So 1 and 5 is just kind of a carryover from that, even though they're kind of different things now. Well, before we leave, let's go talk to this kid. You can get through the rock tunnel if you use the secret technique Light Up. Do you know where the rock tunnel is? You'll find it if you head east from Cerulean City. So that is actually our next destination, and that is why I wanted to wait to go and get Light Up, because if we go out now, suddenly Butthead! We got Yarg here. Oh, Psycho, did you learn how to use Light Up from Professor Oak's assistant too? What? You didn't learn it, but Freya did. That partner of yours really is amazing, Psycho. Hey, you know what? I actually know some place where you might be able to use it. Want me to take you there? Okay, so this is why, because he'll actually take us right towards where we need to go. So let's say, yeah, let's go together. All right, we'll be there in no time. Come on! So if we didn't do this, we could actually walk back by going all the way back to Diglett's Tunnel, then walking through Vermilion all the way back to Cerulean, and then walking all the way up here. But just taking Yarg here is much, much more convenient. So there we go. If we go this way, we can find the Rock Tunnel, which is pitch dark, but using Light Up, we can get through that no problem. So that's basically the plan. So we have to go through an entire route before we get there, though. It's not like we chop down this tree and suddenly we're at the Rock Tunnel. We do have to go through Route 9. So let's go ahead and get to it. Just go and get our first battle started. We do have a picnicker here. And I actually want to put Freya up front for that one, and you'll see why. Let's go talk to her. Whoa! It's been a little while since we've done a random trainer battle. You have Pokemon with you. You're my easy target. I don't know why you would want to pick on someone that you think is an easy target, but trust me, it's not gonna be easy, dude. We got Picnicker Alicia with 2 Pokemon, and the first one is an Eevee, so this is why I wanted to start with Freya. I want to show her that my Eevee is not an easy battle. It's gonna be gosh dang brutal. We're gonna destroy them. So let's go ahead and, you know what, we'll just use Headbutt, keep things nice and simple here. I don't think we'll defeat them in one shot, not quite. But they're gonna go for Tail Whip, come on, dude. So that will lower our defense, but honestly we'll be just fine. Let's go ahead and hit them with another Headbutt. And with that, that'll defeat their Eevee. Let's go check out their second Pokemon. So next up is going to be Gloom. So we're going to swap over to Wanda. Gloom is the evolved form of Oddish, which means it's a grass and poison type Pokemon, which means if they use a poison attack, it will be super effective on Wanda, but the flip side is that our psychic attack will be super effective against them, so I'm kind of hoping they just don't go for anything too crazy. We actually had the shake option for Freya there, so they could have buffed all of our stats, but we're doing just fine. So they do go for Absorb. I don't think that's going to heal them enough to survive, so we'll go for another Confusion, and that should defeat them no problem. Kaboom, and down they go. You're strong. Ha, take that, dude. I'm not no gosh dang easy target. So I guess we'll talk to him. I like talking to trainers after you beat them, just to rub it in their face. The tunnel coming up is pitch black inside. You'll need light up to get up through there. You actually technically do not need light up. You could just go through in the dark, but it makes it a lot easier to have light up, let's put it that way. So here we get a super potion, and we got a hiker we're about to battle, so of course for a hiker, we're going to want Aya. Hikers tend to have rock-type Pokemon. Aya is very good against rock-type Pokemon, so let's see how this goes. Hiker Jeremy with just one Pokemon, and it is an Onix. We've seen Aya destroy Onix in the past. It's going to be no different this time. Okay, maybe they'll be faster than us. Maybe they'll get to use Dig, and then we'll miss once, and then they'll have to hit us a little bit, and then we'll hit them the next time. Really, it's not going to matter. Okay, this time they use Rage, so he could have used Dig, but he decides to use Rage. Just 4 damage. Doesn't really matter how much he does to us, as long as we're alive. Absorb a one-shot, and we'll probably heal everything he does to us. And also, we'll probably level up while we're at it, so yeah, Onix is just super easy for Aya. Yeah, level 23 right there. Very nice. Oh, now this is important. Aya wants to learn the move Leech Life. Now, in past Pokemon games, Leech Life used to be a very, very bad move. Arguably, like, the worst move in the game. But in this game, 80 power, 100 accuracy, a bug-type move, and it heals. It is ridiculously good. Oh, also, it's a physical type attack, which Aya is better at physical attacks, so they got that going for them, too. So we're going to go and learn that in place of, let's get it in place of Stun Spore. I choose Stun Spore because if we ever do want a Paralyze attack, I do have the Thunder Wave TM, so I could teach that to one of my Pokemon. I'm not too worried about it, so we're good to go. You sure had guts standing up to a hiker like me there, eh? I don't know why he's saying eh. Is he supposed to be like stereotypically Canadian or something? Aya seems keen on the newfound Super Potion. Fantastic. There actually is a hidden item somewhere around here, but I think it's a little bit later. So for now, let's go read this sign. It just kind of tells us where we are. But what I mostly want to do is go back over this way. Now, there's no new Pokemon for us to catch here, but you could catch the evolved form of Spearow right there. That's Fearow. I've already got a Fearow, so I'm not worried about that. But I do want to fight this kid, and I'm going to go ahead and use... Let's do Freya once again. I mean, I'm mostly going to focus on Wanda and Aya to get them caught up, but, you know, if Freya's good for a battle, I'm going to use them. And in this case, they're definitely good. So here we've got Bugcatcher Connor, just one Pokemon, but it is a Paris. Now, I could use my own Paris, and it'd be a very slow battle. Not exactly something I want to do. I could use Wanda, but they're just not that good against them. So I'm just going to go ahead and use Freya here, and we'll do some Sizzly Slide. Totally roast this guy. Remember, Paris is Bug and Grass, which are both weak to Fire. So Fire just absolutely demolishes that guy. My Bug Pokemon! Oh no! If you don't like bug Pokemon, you bug me! Okay, buddy. So that is all I wanted to do over here. You could also catch Nidorino right there, the evolved form of Nidoran male. But again, I've already got that, so there's nothing new for me to catch there. But if you missed something in the past or you don't have the evolved forms, it might be a patch of grass worth checking out. So the hidden item is actually down here, I think, all the way along the bottom. Oh, we do have to fight a hiker. Let me make sure Aya is still up front. They are not, so let's go put them back up. And let's go get to it. Bring it on, buddy. Is he going to say A as well? Hey, bring it on. No, he's not. Hiker Allen. This time 3 Pokemon. Of course, they're all going to be very easy for Aya. So here comes Geodude. And there goes Geodude. Here comes another Geodude. And there goes another Geodude. And here comes another Geodude. Ha! You beat me fair. Okay. Ha! Us hardy hikers always laugh even when we lose. I guess that's a good way to look at life. But here we find 5 Pineapple Berries. So I've already got plenty of those, but I guess we'll just keep getting more. Why not? So now we have to go all the way back around. Thankfully, this is not Twitch Plays Pokemon, so going past a ledge like this is not a nightmare. Thankfully. That would have been awful. But I actually do want Aya for this battle as well, so let's go fight him. I'm taking the rock tunnel to go to Lavender Town. Ah, so we are headed towards the rock tunnel, and Lavender Town is, I guess, where we'll get to after we get through it. But here is Camper Drew, and they're going to start with a Sandshrew. Sandshrew, of course, a ground-type Pokemon. He's not ground and rock like Geodude is, so grass is not going to be as effective on him. In fact, well, Leech Life is actually going to be better on this guy, I think, because Leech Life is the same damage as Absorb. Basically, Absorb is 40, but super effective, so it's 80. But Leech Life is 80 by default, but Aya is better at physical attack, so Leech Life should do more. There is one little asterisk, which is I don't know Sandshrew's defense. If he has higher physical defense, then Absorb would do more, but whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and hit him with one Leech Life, and you know what? We'll go ahead and do Absorb just to compare the damage and see if I was right that Leech Life did more. He will hit us with Dig right there. That's fine. And never mind, Absorb is better. So I think it might be because Sandshrew has more physical defense, or it could have just been luck, because there is some variance to damage. But we're getting way too technical, way too much math for my taste. We'll just do random attacks and see what works. So they're also going to send out a Raticate. And I kind of want to try to have Wanda fight this just because Wanda needs the experience, but it is going to be a tough battle, so we'll see how this goes. So out comes Raticate. I could go for Confusion, I could go for Thunderbolt, both of those are fine. Thunderbolt does have a chance to paralyze, so I guess we'll start with that one. It's also slightly more powerful. Gosh, we're still going to have to do 3. So this guy will go for Super Fang. That'll do half of our HP. Thankfully, we had 41 and it only did 20, so we still have 21 left. He will go for Quick Attack. Do we survive? We do. Unfortunately, if they go for another Quick Attack, we're in a bad place, and we don't get lucky, we don't get the critical. So we're going to have to go... No, actually, I'm not going to swap. Gosh dang it, not swapping. I hate to do it, but we're going to go and use a potion. Oh no, they have so many IQ points, dude. They went for Super Fang. How did they know? If I just Thunderbolted, I would have survived the Super Fang, because Super Fang I don't think can kill you. Maybe at 1 HP it can kill you, I'm not sure, but yeah, when you have more than 1 HP, Super Fang definitely cannot kill you. So down goes Raticate. We got him. Had to use a potion, but it's okay. Oop, he said can't measure up, but maybe he can measure down? Are you off to the rock tunnel too? I guess so. Well, in a little bit. For now, I want to go ahead and do some more battles. Unfortunately, Wanda took a lot of damage, and I still want to use him for a couple battles, so I might need to use another potion. Gosh, let's just go fight this kid. Who are you? That's a nice Pokemon you're walking with. Thanks, buddy. I'm a little bit nervous about this one. Please do not die, Wanda. Youngster Chris here, 2 Pokemon, and they do send out a Diglett. What the crud? Oh my gosh, I meant to use Aya for this. I'm a goof. I guess we'll swap back over to Aya here. I can only memorize every single Pokemon that every trainer has so far. Sometimes I forget. You know, sometimes it's pretty obvious. They'll be like a hiker, and you just kind of know they're probably going to have rock types. But in this case, it didn't matter because he's using Dig anyways, so I would have just missed. So the swap actually is kind of a good thing, because now Wanda's going to get a little bit more experience than they would have got otherwise. So I'm okay with that. Aya's going to get healed back up to full, and we'll probably use Wanda for the next Pokemon here. Let's see what he's got. It's going to be... Oh, first off, Freya's getting to level 25 already. Jeez. Next up is Fearow. Yeah, definitely want to use Wanda for this. Although we are, again, a little low on HP. Thunderbolt against a flying type like Fearow is going to do humongous damage. Pretty sure we'll knock this guy out in one shot. The question is, are we faster? Can we actually hit them before they get a chance to kill us? Let's find out. So we'll go for Thunderbolt, and if we... Oh, we do get to go first, so there's no way they're surviving this. Yeah, we got him. Thunderbolt... Oh, critical hit as well. Thunderbolt is a very strong attack and super effective. So yeah, and level 22 on Wanda. That's pretty nice. I'll gladly take that. And the next 2 battles, I actually want to start with Wanda, so hopefully their 26 HP is enough. I'm so frustrated, I can't even cry. That's kind of sad in a way, but here we get 5 Pokeballs, and again, another patch of grass, but nothing really new there. So we're going to go back over this way, and I guess we'll grab this item. Why not? It's right on the way. And another Super Potion. That's probably good, because I do sometimes have to use those on Wanda. And let's see how Wanda does against the Black Belt. Ha! Aren't you a little toughie? Black Belt Bryce. He's got just 1 Pokemon, and it's going to be a Mankey, which should be a good battle for Wanda. I mean, if they use a fighting attack, it's not going to do crud for damage. The thing I'm most concerned about is not really winning this fight, but having enough HP for the next fight without having to use a potion. I mean, I've got lots of potions. I've got super potions. Oh, jeez. Well, Karate Chop's going to do, like, nothing. 5 damage. It's more than nothing. I thought it was going to do, like, 2. So, we'll just cross our fingers, play a little bit risky, and hopefully we can get away with not using a potion. So, down goes Mankey. That's pretty easy. What's that? Ha ha ha. Kids should be tough. Okay, guy. So we're done with that. Let's go and battle the last trainer here on Route 9. Don't you dare patronize me! Jeez. Alright, dude. Well, let's go do this last battle, and she is going to have, I believe, 2 Pokemon, right? Yep, 2 Pokemon. We do want to use Wanda for the first one, though, and it might seem a little bit weird to want to use Wanda for a Goldeen, because we normally would use Aya for a water Pokemon, but because we've got that Thunderbolt, it's actually really powerful, so I think we should be able to one-shot this Goldeen as well. We do get to go first, so far so good. We don't have to heal up. Down goes Goldeen. Very nice. One more Pokemon to go for this route. Let's see how we do. Let's see what it's going to be. And it's going to be Pidgeotto, so that should be good for Wanda as well. Of course, flying type right here, the evolved form of Pidgey. So again, as long as we go first, I don't think they're going to survive. Now, if they had Quick Attack, that might have been dangerous, but honestly, Quick Attack's not that strong of a move, so even then, I don't think that would have killed us. So we're good to go. Wanda, good job. We played risky, we avoided the potions, and it actually paid off. Also, Hurdle, our Wartortle, is the same level as Wanda. That's kind of sad, actually. You're obviously talented. Good luck to you. Well, thank you, buddy. So I guess we're going to go ahead and move along here. And we could go, we're on Route 10. We could go to the top here, but for now there's nothing. There is this water, but we can't really do anything with water except for look at it and see that it's moving gently. But there's an item down there, so let's go get that. And this patch of grass is a little different from the past ones because there is a new Pokemon to catch, which we have not seen yet, but I'm going to walk around for a bit, and we'll see if we can find that Pokemon we need to get. There it is! Alright, let's go get him! So here we go. We've got a new Pokemon, Krabby, and finding a Krabby here is actually very cool because so far, the only water Pokemon we've really had access to is Squirtle and Psyduck. We've been not having a ton of options for water Pokemon, but now we can get a Krabby as well. Oh, he sidestepped it. I am using Pokeballs just because Krabby's normally pretty easy to catch. If I could actually aim my balls, dude. Let's try that again. You know what? I missed the circle, but he's just on the side. I'm not very good at throwing balls sideways. We have the raspberry on him, though, and it's not enough. Crud. And he's over on the side again. Man, I'm a little bit rusty with my sideways throws, but let's see how this goes. Oh my gosh, you crudder. Okay, stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. And we got the great, not an excellent. I went a little bit too early there. Hopefully this is still enough, though. And got him! Alright. And for that, we almost get Aya to level 24. Super, super close there. And here's Krabby. This is the River Crab Pokemon. Its pincers are superb weapons. They sometimes break off during battle, but they grow back fast. And I gotta give them a name. We can't just catch a Pokemon and not give it a name. I guess I caught Doug Trio and didn't name them, so let's give them a name as well. Well, I tried to name him Greg, but somehow I named him Gremg. So Doug Trio's name is Gremg. And we're gonna go ahead and name Krabby Patty. Well, that's all we can do on this route, so let's go and move on. Did I get the hidden item down here already? Let's find out. I did not, so there we go. We can also get a Super Lure, which is like a regular lure, except it lasts longer. Hooray! So let's go down, and something special. We got this guy, the best character in the entire game. Wah-hey! Heck yeah, man. We got a dude saying, wah-hey. You're the kid that's been getting in our way all the time. I guess so. I mean, I just love obstructing, not obstructing justice. What's the opposite of obstructing justice? Obstructing injustice? It's because of you that Team Rocket's reputation was totally smashed. We'll never be able to face the boss at this rate, which means we'll have to take our revenge on you. Uh-oh. I'm surrounded by buttheads. Hold it. Ganging up on a child. I absolutely can't forgive that. Who are you? Whoa, dude. Okay, you got the apostrophe, so you're fine, but you gotta be careful with what you say. Who are you, lady? We'll gang up and take you on, too. I'll handle these three. Could you take that other one for me? Leave it to me. I got this, crud. Good answer. Now then, let's go. She basically said the name of the game, but don't worry about that. Let's go and fight a Team Rocket Grunt. I actually have Aya up front right now because Wanda was hurting a little bit, so I didn't want to have them up front. So they're going to have Eradicate. We have seen Wanda deal with Eradicate before, but it was a very close battle, and it was not easy. So we're going to use Aya instead, and we're going to put that new Leech Life we got to use. Hopefully it'll do some pretty big damage on this guy. And also, Aya is about to level up, so they should level from this battle. Now, they do go for Crunch. It does a pretty good chunk, but Leech Life should also do a good chunk. And, yeah, more than half right there. And that should heal us up almost completely. Yeah, we could, everything except for 2 HP we got back. So let's go for a second Leech Life. They do go for Super Fang. So that'll hit even harder, but again, we're going to heal a lot of that back up. really not worried about it, and you might have noticed we're standing right next to a Pokemon Center right now, so we can just go heal up after this battle anyways. So as long as we defeat this Raticate, which we did, we are good to go. There we go, Aya is level 24. What if the boss hears about this? Oh no! And for getting level 24 for Aya, something very special. Aya is evolving. Because this is an actual team member evolving, I am going to let the whole animation play out. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, dude. And there they are. I almost said hour, but then I said R instead. I'm a pirate. But yeah, we got our fully evolved Paras now, a Parasect, and it's a shiny one. It's kind of a creepy Pokemon, the Mushroom Pokemon. The bug host is drained of energy by the mushroom on its back. The mushroom appears to do all the thinking. So that is why it is a parasite Pokemon, because the parasite has killed the host, and they have taken over. That's why the eyes are so creepy. Very strange Pokemon, but as powerful as Leech Life was, it's going to be even stronger now. Jeez, kid, just how strong are you? I'm pretty tough, man. I can bench press like 15 pounds. Even 3 of us rushing you wasn't enough. Those incredibly powerful Ice-type Pokemon. Who are you? I am Lorelei of the Pokemon League's Elite Four. Shall I freeze you all solid too? Elite Four? We surrender. And off they go. So yes, this is one of the Elite Four here. You're a pretty talented trainer who is plain to see during your battle. I see, so you're collecting gym badges. Heck yeah, we are. I look forward to when you come to challenge the Pokemon League. Until then, see ya! Okay, well, see ya. And with that, everyone, we're here in front of this Pokemon Center. Just to our left, that is the rock tunnel which we're looking for. But we are going to go ahead and wrap up our adventure here for today. We'll come back next time. I guess we'll heal up. And then, of course, we will go all the way through the rock tunnel. I'll see you guys then. Take care!